Back with Bobby and JG Radio. Today we have three of Sol Schartz and Associates shareholders. The first up on deck is Jeff Jackson. He's been a CPA since 1992. He co-chairs Sol Schartz's healthcare and wealth transfer planning practice groups. In 2013, Jeff was awarded the 5-star award for his exceptional service and overall client satisfaction, and he's currently the president of the San Antonio State Planners Council. How are you doing today, Jeff?
I'm doing fine.
Is there a 6-star? Does it max out at 5?
Maxes out at 5.
So you got the best one, and that's it.
And the new title is past president.
Past president.
Just finished.
Did you just
the
finish?
best? Yeah, that's,
You were
that's the best title.
Were you impeached, Jeff?
No, I served my term.
I gotcha. How long is the term there?
You basically run through the steps of it to where you're treasurer, secretary, vice president, and then president. So it's a 4-year term, and then you're relieved of your duties.
Gotcha.
So it's better that way.
Awesome. So let's tell everyone here in the San Antonio metro area that's listening. Tell us all about Sol Schartz.
Well, Sol Schartz Associates, we're a local accounting firm, solo office. Here in San Antonio, we have clients that range from coast to coast, though. 10 shareholders, and we have about 55 people right now in total. Privately held, obviously. We are celebrating our 35th year this year in October. So the firm has been around for 35 years. So that's a pretty monumental task for accounting firms.
For sure.
You know, without having mergers or any of that. You know, it's just organic. Sol started it, and it's grown from there. So, you know, that's kind of how we like it. You know, a lot of us are from national firms where people from New York or Dallas or Houston are telling you how to run your practice, and you're going, you don't understand San Antonio. It's a different market than,
it definitely is,
than what they're used to. So that's how we like it now, and that's, you know, that's how I like it personally as well.
So, Jeff, can you tell us some of the practice areas that you focus on?
Sure. We're a traditional accounting firm, so we have, you know, a tax. We do taxes, we do audits, and then we also have a general business services department. We're mainly a tax firm because that's what Sol kind of built it on.
Sure.
So we're kind of a tax-centric type firm. We have a very strong audit department. We audit some of the biggest privately held companies in town. You know, we also have, in the last few years, created some niches to where, you know, it's kind of more of a knowledge sharing that we have with the healthcare services group, because over the years we've accumulated a lot of doctors' offices and things like that. So we have a lot of background, a lot of knowledge in those. We have a wealth transfer planning group where we're doing, you know, estate taxes and gift taxes and things like that, and transferring money from generation to generation.
Sure.
We have a real estate development group. You know, we have developers, construction companies, and things like that. We have an international group that does a lot of inbound work, and that Arturo will talk about that a lot later, or a little bit later, and so will Shai.
Sure.
But Manuel Long is one of our partners that has been with Sol since he started it, so he's been doing this for 30 years.
Right.
On the international side, and then also we're starting up a litigation support niche, and that's more so just to kind of focus our marketing efforts, and then also just to kind of make sure that we're sharing the knowledge from those of us who have been around longer to some of the folks that haven't, you know. And so if they have an interest in healthcare, you know, we can ramp them up a little bit. If they have an interest in wealth transfer planning, we can get them the strategies and get them understanding them a lot quicker, and where the situations fit better for our clients, to make sure that our clients are taken care of and that they're getting the best advice that they can get.
Right.
So that's really kind of what we focus on.
Sure. What about anything with entrepreneurs that are coming out?
That's the perfect place for us. You know, we like folks that have, you know, multi-offices, multi-businesses, cross-ownership, things like that. You know, we can help them from top to bottom in that. Let's pick the correct structure of how you're going to, you know, what type of entity should your business be in.
Right.
You know, what are you going to do? How are you going to bring in partners later? So we can structure it so that we're not trying to, you know, unravel something later because we haven't planned on the front end. So
Right.
that's how we like to do things.
So
like
usually
that.
when an entrepreneur goes out and they do everything backwards. So they kind of set it up with, you know, not the intention to grow or whatever, and you have to come back in and clean it all up.
Right.
So instead, you kind of get them from the beginning all the way out.
Well, part of it is they have the idea of their business,
Right.
but they don't know how to run a business.
Sure.
So that's the different part of it, is that, you know, we try and help them, you know, if it's an LLC or if it's a limited partnership or if it's a corporation, depending on how and what they're doing, we can set them up from the get-go,
Right.
So that the business part of it can be run properly, and then they can go, because a lot of these guys are idea guys.
Sure.
You know, so they're not worried about the business part.
Right.
They're worried about making sure that the product, you know, just take somebody who's, you know, writing an app. They're
Right.
worried about code and they're worried about app. They don't understand what's going on for the business side of things and what's going to happen a year from now when they have to file a tax return.
Right, and so you kind of try to keep them clean from the beginning, and so that it doesn't have to be corrected.
That's the best way to do it, is if we're up front planning it instead of trying to fix something that, you know, they went to.
And it's probably a lot cheaper too, because once you have to fix it, it takes a lot more man hours.
Exactly. And
so if you do it up front, then you're probably, you know, you're going to save that time and effort that an entrepreneur would have to, you know, kind of, with lack of a better term, kind of like backpedal.
Correct.
Yeah, awesome. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with Jeff Jackson. If you're an entrepreneur out there, you have a business and you want some more information about Sol Schartz, you can call their office at 210-384-8000. Again, that's 210-384-8000. This is Bobby and JJ Radio.